YouTube, look, this is Coach King back. There's moments in our lives when we start to realize that our days are not just passing, they're actually slipping away. Not because we're too lazy, not because we don't care, but it's because somewhere along the way, the day started controlling us instead of us controlling the day. Have you ever woke up with ideas, plans, energy, or even good intentions, but before you can even take your first breath of focus, something pulls you out of rhythm, a notification, a responsibility, an unexpected demand, and suddenly the day has already decided how it's going to go? I've been there. Trust me, I know. But here's what I want you to hear today. Your life does not have to stay in that particular pattern. You are not stuck. You are not behind. You are not doomed to live in reaction mode for the rest of your life. What you are experiencing here is simply a lack of structure, a lack of taking control of the minutes that shape the hours, that shape the days, that shape the life you are trying to build. Most people never stop long enough to even realize this. They say things like, I need more time, without even examining or seeing how they're using time they already have. But the truth is this: you don't need more time, you need more awareness. You need more intention. You need more ownership over your minutes, because when you become aware of how your time is slipping away, you can finally start reclaiming it. Again, trust me, I know. So let me ask you this question. Something that's dear to me. How many days have you walked through and felt busy, felt active, felt like you were moving all day long, but you were in a rut, and when you finally sat down, you couldn't name one thing meaningful that you actually accomplished that day? Isn't that strange feeling that I've been through, you've been through, many have? Because it feels like failure. Even though you worked hard, it feels like something got lost. Even though you gave it energy, that's what happens when the day decides for you. And I've been there once again. I know what it feels like to be pulled in 1,000 different directions. I know what it feels like to give and pour and respond and fix and help and wondering why nothing is changing in your life. That's why I started being honest with myself, and you can too. And honesty is the first step I want to give to you today. Ask yourself, where is my time actually going? Not where you think it's going, not where you hope it's going, but where is it really going? Where is it being spent? Because your life is shaped by your real habits, not your imaginative ones. And awareness is the beginning of that particular control. Some people say, well, I just need motivation. It's not motivation. Motivation without structure leads you to real frustration. You can be fired up. You can be inspired all you want. You can watch a video, hear a message, read a quote, and feel ready to conquer the world. But if you don't have a way to direct that motivation, it evaporates by noon, by 11, by 10 o'clock. That's why so many people just feel stuck throughout the day. It's not a motivation problem. It's, again, a structure problem. When you start controlling your day, instead of letting the day control you, you start noticing the changes here and there, small changes at first. You start noticing that you're sharper in the morning. You start calmer, you're calmer throughout the day. You're not reacting as much to negative things. You're choosing to do what needs to be done and certain. You're directing, you're deciding. And when you take that kind of control, your confidence rises because your directions become clear. Today, motivation is simple, but it's foundational. Nothing is going to change until you decide your time is valuable. Not your job's time, not your people's time, not everybody else's demands or cares. Your time. Because when you don't value your time, someone else will always find a way to spend it for you. A large part of personal growth is learning how to stop being available to everything, to everyone. You can't grow, you can't build, you can't heal, you can't learn, or even evaluate if your schedule is owned by distractions. You can't succeed with a life that's always in reaction mode. You can't step into purpose if you're always scattered all around. But when you start protecting your focus, when you start producing the results, and this week, I want to show you every day, I'm going to help you understand a different piece of how to do that. Each video for the next 7 days is on lessons. Something you can use right away, something practical, something that speaks to the way you live and the way you want to live. Every message will stand out on its own, but if you stick with all 7 by the end of the week, you will have clarity, control, and the beginning of a new rhythm, a new pace. Because I, Coach King, want you to know something. Your life is not defined by big dramatic moments. It's defined by small decisions that repeat daily, habits. And time is involved in every one of them. When you take control of your day, you take control of your life. And when you take control of your life, everything else lines up. Your goals, the peace of mind that you will find, your relationships, your results. So today, don't overthink it. Don't try to fix it. Everything in one day is not going to happen. Just start with being aware. Pay attention to where your minutes are actually going. Notice what pulls you off track. Notice what drains you. Energy gone. Notice the moments when you go on autopilot. Because when you see it, you can change it. And over the next few days, I'm going to show you how to create structure around time in a new way that doesn't feel very overwhelming, that's not going to have you ups and shambles, in a way that brings clarity, in a way that brings peace and real productivity. There's a simple approach I'll share later in the week that ties all of these together. Something I use personally and with my clients. I now want to share this with you. This is your first step of awareness. You deserve better days. You deserve productive days. And you deserve days that move you forward, not keep you repeating the same cycles. And you can have that, starting with this decision. I am taking ownership of my time. Say that 7 times a day. This is Life Awareness with Fred King. And today begins a shift of you taking control of your time. Until tomorrow.